Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 20th of June, 1977, and the title is The Way to Become a Constantly Easy Yogi is to be a Great Donor. The aim and effort of all of you Brahmin souls is to become easy, constant yogis and to remain stable in your elevated stage. However, because of your weaknesses, you experience it to be sometimes easy and sometimes difficult. By calling them your weaknesses, you make it difficult. In fact, any soul who is an elevated Brahmin, a master almighty authority, Trikaldarshi, and a master ocean of knowledge cannot experience anything to be difficult in deeds or thoughts. Such an elevated soul is both an easy and natural yogi. For such a soul, the Father and service are the whole world. Baba's remembrance and service are the sanskars of the Brahmin birth. Only the Father and service are visible in their world and their sanskars. They cannot have any other thoughts. In the world, the intellect of a human soul is always pulled towards relationships and attainments. For Brahmin souls, only the Father and nothing else is the basis of all relationships and all attainment. So it is easy or difficult to become a natural yogi. Even against your conscious wish, your intellect would go towards all your relationships and attainments. So this makes you a natural yogi, does it not? If you are not an easy and natural yogi, it means you definitely don't experience all relationships with the Father. You have not made the Father belong to you in all relationships. The basis of all attainments is the one Father. You haven't made this experience your own. Now, what will you do to become an easy yogi? You do wish to become an easy yogi, do you not? The way to become an easy yogi is to consider yourself a server and constantly use everything, your every thought, word, and deed to serve all the souls of the world. Use the treasure of all powers, virtues, knowledge, and time to earn an elevated income in service. That is, be cooperative. Cooperate by making the atmosphere elevated through your attitude. With your awareness, remind others of their form of a powerful Master Almighty. Through your words, cooperate in making souls the spinners of the discus of self-realization and Master Trikaldarshi. Through your every act, give the message of being a karma yogi and constantly living like a lotus flower. Through experiencing all relationships with the elevated Father, cooperate with other souls by enabling them to experience all relationships with the Father. Through your spiritual contact, bring others into spiritual connection. Understanding the importance of elevated time, announce that 1 second of this elevated time is instrumental to give you an attainment for many births. Each step has an income of multi-millions within it. Knowing the treasure of time in this way, show others the way of attaining everything at the right time. Cooperate in every way, and you will become an easy yogi. Do you know how to cooperate? One who is full of all treasures will be able to cooperate. A soul who is full and complete will automatically think of being a great donor for all souls. The way to become a great donor is to cooperate, and to cooperate is to be an easy yogi. A great donor would use very little of his treasures for himself. He would use most of them for service. To give as a great donor to other souls is to receive. To be a benefactor for all is to be a benefactor for oneself. To donate is to accumulate 100-fold return of one. Therefore, the present time is not for spending all your treasures for yourself on trivial matters or on obstacles that are as tiny as ants. Become unlimited servers, and you will easily be able to serve yourself. Be generous-hearted, and with an open heart, continue to distribute the treasures of attainment. By becoming generous-hearted, you will easily be able to uplift yourself. Use the time that you would take to finish your obstacles in serving with deep love. Become such great donors that you constantly serve through your every thought and breath. The fruit of service with deep love is the easy method of obstacles, because it is now time to receive instant fruit. The instant fruit of service is to experience happiness and power. However, it should be service with an honest heart. The Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Many children say that they serve but do not receive the ripe fruit of it. That is, they don't experience success. Why does this happen? You can serve in two ways. One is to serve from your heart, and the other is to serve superficially, with the desire to have your name glorified temporarily. Since the seed is for temporary results, you receive the temporary fruit of being glorified for a short time. How then can you receive the fruit of success? You receive the fruit of glorification of your name and honor anyway. If the seed is the thought of being visible to everyone, then of course you do come in front of everyone. From everyone's lips you receive the fruit of temporary praise. That you served very well. Since you have received the fruit of temporary praise, that is, you have accepted unripe fruit. How can you receive the perfectly ripe fruit? What would be the result then? Due to accepting unripe fruit and having your temporary desires fulfilled, you do not become constantly powerful. You cannot claim all rights. Due to being weak while serving, neither are you constantly content with yourself, nor are you able to make anyone else content. You will constantly ask why you do not have success, even though you are doing so much. You will constantly be caught up in questions such as, this one is doing this, why is this one doing this? It should not be like this. It should be like that. Therefore, become a server who serves from the heart. What would be the special aim of servers who serve with an honest heart? Souls who make disheartened souls powerful would constantly donate the treasures of virtues they have received from the Father to other souls. No matter how many defects they have or how poor they are, these souls will always have the elevated thoughts and good wishes of making poor ones wealthy. Those who constantly serve with an honest heart receive instant fruit and, therefore, constantly experience themselves to be an embodiment of success. Therefore, constantly cooperate in this way, and you will receive the fruit of cooperation, which is of becoming an easy yogi. By constantly cooperating, you will remain constantly busy. When you are busy in your thoughts, then the complaints that you make to the Father or yourself will easily come to an end. To those who constantly serve through every thought, to those who renounce temporary fruit, to those who are constantly an embodiment of success, to the generous-hearted souls who become instruments to uplift all souls, to the closed souls who are constantly engrossed in the Father and service, to the elevated souls who are the great donors of all treasures, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. Bap Dada meeting groups. Have you experienced all the virtues of the soul? Do you experience all the virtues of the self, of being an embodiment of knowledge, love, happiness, power, and bliss? What is the stage of an embodiment of bliss and knowledge? Do you experience being stable in that stage? To experience this is to experience all virtues. To experience just peace alone depends on you. If you have experienced every virtue, then when an adverse situation arises, you should be able to change that situation on the basis of your experience. Therefore, the present effort is to experience every virtue. Your practice should be a lift where you press a button to reach a certain level. This is the lift of the intellect. As soon as you switch on your awareness, you should reach there. Sometimes the lift doesn't work. When you press the button for going up, the lift descends. Or you press the button for the second floor and the lift takes you to the third or fourth floor. It should not be like that. The lift should be under your control. If the lift descends against your conscious wish, then there is definitely something loose. There isn't the power of control. How can someone who can't control the self control the kingdom? There, the kingdom is very lawful and nature works under total control. Here, the element deceive you. Who will have all rights over matter? Those who have all rights over themselves will have all rights over matter. When you are not dependent on any thoughts, nature, person, or material possessions, you can be called one who has all rights. You shouldn't even be subservient to your own nature. It is because my nature is like this that I did it. This is being dependent. Someone who has all rights is constantly powerful. Constantly sing the song of Wah Baba and Wah Drama, and you will constantly be absorbed in love. Only someone who plays his or her part as a detached observer is able to remain absorbed in love. People become totally absorbed in singing songs. In the same way, those who sing this song remain constantly lost in the love of one, continually sing the song, one Father and none other. The army is very big. The bigger the army, the more easily it can regain its kingdom. All of you can do whatever you want through your determined thoughts. Those who have little knowledge of the soul are able to attain temporary success through their physical temporary tapasya. What can their thoughts achieve compared to the thoughts of you spiritual tapasvi souls who have God's knowledge? When you constantly have the awareness of being a victorious jewel, the many obstacles of Maya will vanish as though nothing had happened. It is said, become victorious to such an extent that no name or trace of anything remains. If you are constantly intoxicated in the awareness of being constantly victorious, there will no longer be any name or trace of Maya's obstacles. Maya's obstacles are like dead ants. You are not afraid of that, are you? A brave, fearless soul will not be afraid of obstacles. You have now understood the obstacles, have you not? You understand why they come and how to finish them. Obstacles enable you to move forward. Obstacles make you experienced and strong. Sensible, enlightened souls know that they will benefit from obstacles. They won't be afraid of them. When you remember that obstacles come to make you progress, you will become a Mahavir. Are you afraid of waste thoughts? Those who gain victory over their thoughts are never afraid. When you become afraid, Maya sees you are weak and attacks you. When she sees you are courageous, she bids you farewell. Blessing, may you be a true tapasvi soul who sits the mind and intellect on the seat of a stable sage. Tapasvi souls are always seated on their seat. They always do tapasya while seated on their seat. The seat of you tapasvi children is the constantly angelic stage. Do tapasya while seated on the seat of this elevated stage. Just as the body sits on a physical seat, so too, seat the mind and intellect on the seat of an elevated stage and remain seated for as long as you want. Those who sit on the seat of an elevated stage at this time attain throne of the kingdom in the future. Slogan: to give regard to everyone by harmonizing your ideas with the ideas of others is the method to become praiseworthy. Om Shanti.